Finally built myself a Rough Rider. That's quite fun. How many points do I need? Six turns to get 10 points. Okay. That's probably doable because I'm about to build a plane. I'm just going to treat myself to a single P-51 Mustang. Yes, I think I'm going to do that purely because it'll give me all the era score that I need. It's a 1040. I'm just going to wait for the hangar to be built first. 5 turns until the next era. Oh, this is very, very good. How many grievances have I still got against them? 96 grievances. That's pretty good. So, just want to keep an eye on that one. Yeah, you know what? Now that I've got the airport... Actually, do I just buy in the airport first? 960. 3 turns. Or I could just build the Mustang in 1 turn. You know what? Yes, I'm going to do that. Buy the airport M. That gives me the era score for finishing the airport, and then I'm going to build the P-51 Mustang. And then I should get into a golden era next time. Well, hey, I think I'm going to go for city centre, because everyone always goes for city centre. And I would love it if we could condemn Persia's religion. Yes. Zoroastrianism. That's how you say it. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. I'm almost entirely sure. Okay, no, Protestantism. Buildings towards harbour districts. Okay. That's actually fairly handy. Oh, and mobilisation. I need to always... Oh, I need to remind myself to just continually get that sort of thing. There we go. Get an army together. That will help. Brilliant. As soon as you get mobilisation, you know you're not far from fascism. So mass media, ideology, we can easily get through military academies. That's fine. Colonialism is boosted. Natural history is not. Build an archaeological museum. I'm not going to do that. Let's face it. I'm not really the museum building sort of guy, am I? Not in this playthrough anyway. Whoa, this has become a bit of a three-way. Loads of religious warfare going on in here. America is just like the proving ground of all religious units in this game. Like all the apostles, they get sent out at like the age of maturity going, you've got to go to America, to the fabled land and convert as many people as you can. Only then can you prove your faith. And everyone sort of stood around going, but so many people are dying. I mean, look at this. God. I mean, could you imagine if you got like archaeological museums or something along those lines for every time a religious unit died? I would be flush with that sort of stuff. How lucky do you reckon we are on a scale of 1 to aluminium that we've got oil? To be fair, we got a lot of coal. We just didn't get any aluminium. Would I take coal over aluminium? That's a tricky one. The ability to bomb things compared to the ability to actually power your empire. I think it's probably best that we had coal. Look, my science is doing okay. I'm sort of averaging about 260. I've kind of just been sort of sat here for a little bit, but I haven't really expanded yet. As I say, as America, I just have my eye on this entire continent. Just anything that the game thinks is on my continent. So that's pretty much the entirety of Sweden and also China. I just feel like I should own that, you know? I don't know. Feels like I should. Here's my plane. Where is it gone? Here it is. The P-51 Mustang. Rage strength 105. Oh, that thing is so tough. Alright, well, to the front line with you. So again, there was no oil in my empire. Apart from, I mean, there are bits and pieces in the sea near me. But there wasn't any in my empire. Oh, no, actually, there's some there. Okay, that's good. So you can sort of head up into that direction. But what there is all of this. There is a ton, just in a sort of tiny little paradise. So I'm just going to save up a little gold, buy a settler and go boop, and then get all 3 of these into one. Lovely. So now that we've got refining, tanks are quite fun, but we've got rough riders, which are pretty tough. You know, chemistry. I think we are actually going to have to jump towards chemistry, if only so that I can keep my science on point. I feel like people are catching up with me very slowly. For all of the religious battles, I feel like Persia are winning. I mean, yeah, Norway have done a good job converting this, like, land. So Protestantism is definitely, like, our continent's thing, but still. Oh, computers. 1 random technology. I always like taking Alan Turing. He's a cool dude. Right, let's just pop you in immediately. Electricity, not bad. With computers. Okay, so that's very top of the tech tree, that one there. Let's get the shipyard in. Keep building these aerodromes. It's always a good thing to do. Oh man, I mucked that up. Troops are merely passing by. Ah, damn it. Because it's just a new dedication. I was just about to get to arms. Oh, now I've got the Golden Age War, so I'm going to break a promise doing that. But the Golden Age War I think is worth doing in that way. Purely because of the lack of grievances. But I mean, I have just broken a promise, which is really annoying. Okay, well that might ruin my what do you call it? Diplomatic allegiances with the rest of the world, but that's fine. We don't mind that. Now they are already at war with China, but I just need to make sure that they're at war with everyone else now. So Maori will do it for 1 gold. That is a very, very good start. What would you do it for? No, England don't want to do it, and they're my military ally. You arses. Why not? Why don't you want to do it? Why is there an offer blocking the deal? Ugh. That's just so annoying. I need a new military ally, I've decided. Alright, so we've got a few people at war. And I need to switch over my military ally as soon as I can, because goodness me, they are appalling. Now, I've got the one plane. The plane is in a good position, the Mustang. It's going to be able to shoot down Norway's troops pretty damn quickly, including all of these cores. I've got a bomber over in 2 turns now. I've actually also got Ganzaramu. Land combat or support units are 20% cheaper to purchase with gold for each encampment building. So Chicago actually has a load of encampment buildings, so I could in theory build units for 60% cheaper, which is quite fun. I think I might. Do I get myself a bombard army? Or do I wait until I've got the oil in my empire? Don't know yet. Now, you know what? 72 strength, bombard strength? Yeah, we'll just get those involved. And I'm just going to move my bombard course to here with the observation balloon. Next turn I'll be able to shoot over the top and have a go at this city. And the invasion begins. This is where we begin to finally unify America. It's going to be great. Sometimes the computer does stuff that does make you question its logic. It's got a 1 population city down in the tundra where it's built the government plaza. Now I know why it's done that. The extra loyalty the government plaza gives you makes them go, oh, you know what, that's what we should put down there, and then we won't lose the city. But you look at it and you're like, why? It's such a stupid thing to do. Oh dear, right, these bombards, okay, the bombards are doing barely shite all. I mean, damage unit and tell on opponent's movements, strength on home continent's great, but you know, deity walls are almost impossible to destroy. So we'll think about that carefully. I think, yeah, there's just no point attacking any of their stuff at this precise moment. We're just waiting for the bombers, and the bombers are not going to be long. Actually, I can just keep pillaging gold though. That will help because then I can buy bombers in. Oh, a genius idea. Everything can be solved with pillaging. I always forget that. Robert is not the person you want to find as soon as you've just declared war on a neighbour. They, you know, probably won't like that. Scotland they were the person that was in first on science, but I am now in first. Wahaha. Okay, that's good to know. Natural history's done. This is all going good. Antiquity sites. Yeah, I mean, I've got loads of antiquity sites, sure, but no oil. So, you know, what's more important there, huh? Anyway, come on, this guy must be close to the oil. Oh yeah, look, that is fairly close. And oh no, I've got loyalty pressure in New Orleans. Terrible. 1 turn. I can't wait that long. Don't be silly. Okay, at least we've got an oil well going now, so I'll be able to improve my bombards pretty soon, which is a lovely thing. This Mustang needs to wake up because it's doing this stupid thing where as soon as you deploy it like that, it doesn't actually tell you that it can move, which is really, really annoying. I don't know. Right. Versus cavalry units, non-cavalry units. I think this is the one we want to go down. Yeah, I'd say so. I can actually do a little bit of damage against the encampment. That's quite fun. This encampment's pretty tough in comparison though. Yeah. Never mind. So let's quickly get the airstrip built here. That'll give me a good base of which to bomb Norway repeatedly. There is some more gold, Washington has just built myself a bomber, which is lovely. You come across to the front line like so. Delicious. And then Chicago. Oh, I can't quite afford a bomber. That's fine. We've got an ally who loves our diplomatic power. Right, what would you give me for, like, would you give me that? Yes? Yes? Equitable? No. Come on. I just want straight gold. You know what? I think it's like 9 gold. Sorry, 9 power is what it takes. Oh no, 10. There you go. Right, so Chicago can now build the bomber itself, like so. Okay, we are up against it on aluminium. I think we're using way more aluminium than we've got, but we'll take the combat hit for now. My alliance with Coupe has run out, and he's not really a military ally. So I'll let this guy come back in. Religious. That was a pretty useless alliance, but it gives me the political points. And that's what matters. Okay, I am losing aluminium now. So we need to kind of rush over to where I saw the other aluminium, which was kind of somewhere over in this element of the empire, wasn't it? Norway definitely had it. So let's have a look, shall we? And see how strong a bomber run is against Norway. If I were to just hit the wall, oh, it does about half the walls to her health. That is lovely. So where is the first place to strike? If I take this city, the loyalty would be almost impossible to hold on to. But actually, look, I can bring the city down to 0 wall in one go. So actually, that's not a bad idea. We've got this Mustang, can do some pretty decent damage against the city. There's nothing else really for it to kill at the moment. So we'll get that hit in. Why not? And then we've got one more bomber to just deplete the walls down to 0. I just need to... Yields 25 health? No, we're just going to steal the city. Like so. Keep it. Loyalty. Full loyalty in 3 turns. Well, there you go. He is... Yeah, Alexander's who you want to find if you're at war with people. Normally he's doing way better than that. Why is he not doing so well? That is a strange one. Keeping the railroads going. This is my favourite game. Who cares about the war? Right, I mean, do you want to see what I've done? I'm proud of what I've done so far. Check that out. So, I've got a railway all the way down south. I've got one to the front line near Kristiansand. We've got one to Philadelphia. There's a sort of, it goes round the mountain here, goes round the mountain here, up to Boston, and we're about to connect up Cleveland and Cincinnati. Oh, it's exciting. And actually I've got some military engineers that are now pushing into my new city over here as well. So, you know, before you know it, I'm going to have a completely connected up empire, and it'll be great. And Norway, please stop throwing military units whilst I've got a fighter in the sky. It's not going to work for you. Good time, actually, to get my army sort of impressed. Oh, look. Oh, it's a level 4 unit. Oh, you know what that means. Alright, let's have a look at my phone. If I go into my app, there we go, YouTube Studio, refresh, go into comments. The first one is, oh, okay, I don't recognize you. Nikolai Trejgo, oh my god, Tregue? Oh my goodness, I can't pronounce your name, I'm so sorry, but you've got a field cannon army, like that. Yeah, you see, it's a difficult one to pronounce. Thank you very much for commenting, you now have a unit. Oh, I like this game actually. Start attacking this city now. This Rough Rider's powerful, 101 strength. He's doing very nicely. I kind of just need him to sort of more pillage than anything, or to go and explore. Go have a little peek and see what we can go pillage down here. I was getting very excited about getting chemistry, but then I realised the Celtic Sea is occupied by goddamn huge amounts of barbarian frigates. Please, run away. I should be able to take this city this turn, I reckon. There's the first bomb. Where is my airfield? I've built it somewhere. You see, look, this is the problem. I stick a military engineer over the top and I can't see where the goddamn thing is. There's this attack, and then hopefully the Rough Rider army should come in. The cowboys roll into town. And this city is already ours. Now, how are the grievances against them? Are doing pretty good, actually. Occupying their cities just takes up so little in the way of grievances. I like it. It's a good combination, this. How many oil to get a bombard corps up and running? 2 oil. Oh, that's not much. That means we can get artillery. Oh, yes. This is great. Loads of artillery now. Brazil. Actually, it's good that we've got a few different people who all go for cultural victories. They're going to be competing against each other. China, Brazil, and Eleanor of Aquitaine all in the same game, as well as the Maori. That means nobody should be getting near to a cultural... No, this is the 4th time China have asked for a friendship. I feel really bad, just like... It's sort of like a form of bullying. I'm just sort of ignoring them repeatedly. I mean, please stop asking. It's getting embarrassing. Okay, we've got a chance to renew everything now. So, Georgia, I'm going to keep my alliance with. I know they're on my continent, but they're on a different continent technically. And I've got so many deals with them at the moment. I just need to keep them on side. And actually, they are at war with Norway, so a military alliance with you would be fantastic. Lovely. That's really, really good. And actually, while we're at it, let's just renew our deals with some more crazy gold. Yes, lovely. Then Eleanor, I will give you an alliance. I've just mucked that out completely. But as I say, it's not going to be military. Cultural alliance is probably more. Well, that's probably more what you're going for. Well, no, they don't want a cultural alliance. Huh. In that case, you won't get one. Research labs are in the air. It's just when every single sort of building that I could be building just gets totally taken over. And just, it's like, I know all of these things are really, really important, but get the research labs going, please. Essentially, a lot of my cities don't have campuses. I need to keep an eye on those. I really did not do that as well as I should have done. Just going to redeploy my fighter to here. Oh look, now I can see all of these 2 lovely cities over in this direction. Great, well this bomber is just going to lovingly redeploy over to the front line, and then this one, actually I can just bomb, or I could just take the time to upgrade my units. There's no rush, and that's the hilarious thing. We're just doing this at our own pace. It's so rare that I use actual artillery to defeat walls, but look, it's actually working. Haha! Technically this is a bombard core, but still, that city will get floored to the ground and taken by my Rough Riders and kept because there's some coal nearby. We're getting there. We are slowly getting there. What about this? I think this is the next city to get, so let's just get the Mustang to clear out that troop from outside, which is very kind of it. We'll get the bomber in to go 1 hit, and then I've got my second bomber over here as well to make the second, and then that city is very quickly becoming putty. Now, why my city attacks become so weak all of a sudden? I'm not actually sure what's going on there, especially because look, I've got this army that's got like 77 range strength. Weird that. Let's get this finished. So there's the first bomber. Will I need a second? Probably, just to be safe. Actually, let's just use my fighter just to get rid of that. God, the fighter is so powerful. It's like 100 and something strength. It's mental. So my Ursa core can just come in and go, woohoo! I will take that, thank you very much. Oh no, it's not going to do that. Why did it do that? It clearly had the movement. It told me it had the movement. Oh, about this one. No, that's really annoying. No, never mind. We're getting it next turn, apparently. Now I've got a new research alliance going. We've got 300 science per turn. We're still ahead of us. Scotland's doing okay at keeping up with us, but that's fine. For now, we're doing good. As I said, we're just trying to unify this continent is kind of the biggest thing. Oh, Washington. It's finally built a campus. I like the fact that I finally got around to doing that. Oh, and research labs are now done as well. Oh, delightful. Yeah, all the infrastructure's coming in now. I like it when you get to this stage of the game where you're just sort of filling in gaps, really. Letting it all do what it needs to do. And oh, the settler. Lovely. Off you go to the oil fields where we can settle in glory. This plane has probably got 5-6 kills already, just like once per turn. If I just have a look at it, look, 132 strength against something. Nothing will survive that. That's death robot levels of like power. I mean, nothing, absolutely nothing has got a chance of surviving against that. But I mean, it's almost too much. I mean, the problem with fighters is that they don't work against what do you call it? Cities. So there's a limited use for them in sort of a conquest sense, but they do mash through army pretty damn quick. No, I don't think that's a good idea, no. I mean, there's a lot of people that might agree to this, but we'll see. Oh, mitigated flood? Failed. Oh, that was close. Thank God I had 2 votes. China voted against it and Norway, it would have just been Norway going for it. Fair play. But I mean, why would anyone want to do that? Terrible idea, terrible idea. Closing in now on the final set of cities for Norway. This has been very successful. I mean, Norway just haven't really had any resistance to bombers. I mean, who would have thought it, eh? These advanced metal beasts that like appear from the sky dropping incendiary bombs. They're like, what? Who is this? Why this doesn't strike us as like a Viking approved policy? And I'm thinking, no, maybe not. This city as well. This Rough Rider has been prolific. This guy. He's taken about 4 cities down here. Oh, and I love this. They're unifying the actual blue colour of this goddamn continent that it should have been from ages ago. I'm glad to see it. This city's now ours as well. You know, weirdly enough, I think it's only at this point that our grievances are technically kind of flipped the other way. It only took 3 grievances, this city here. It's almost like the international stage looks at the city and goes, I'm sorry, what city? That, I mean, really? Is that okay? Well, we'll take your word for it. And then they sort of shrug their shoulders and move on. Finally got oil rigs up and running as well. So I've got some oil coming in. Actually, Oil Town. Oil Town will be 2 turns away. That's not too bad. Oh, this Curaçao's level 4 now as well. Let's see who was second to comment. This one's much easier to say. It's just Keith. The Keith Corps coming at you. There's a tribal village right above this city. Why have you not got this? This is easy. And it gets a recon unit. Oh goodness. Just got too many recons units. Oh no, spec ops now. Oh, you know what? I'm going to actually bring these guys in. Oh yeah. Forward to the front line you come.